One of the things they mention is that they feel like the politicians are self-serving. They're not only pouring tons of money out there, but once they get in, they try to recoup those monies. They try to help themselves to get even wealthier. So there is a lot of disenchantment, especially among the youth.
You're saying people are so disgusted that they're not even going to go and vote, a lot of people?
I mean, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but I'm saying there is a section of the Kenyan population that says it doesn't see the value of even participating in the election because their conditions, their state of livelihoods never seems to change even after an election. But of course, the politicians have been all over the country doing as much as they can to call people to come out and vote in huge numbers.
Talking about these two main candidates, how do their campaign platform speeches differ?
You know, when I listen to both sides, and actually, you know, we've been talking a lot about Raila Odinga and William Ruto, but we have to face it. There are two other presidential candidates. There's Professor George Wajakoya, and there is Maura, presidential candidate Maura. When you listen to all the candidates, really, they're all talking about the same things, except for Professor George Wajakoya. Now, if I take the other three, Raila Odinga, Ruto, and Maura, they're all talking about improving access to healthcare, improving education, improving the economy, ensuring that there's security in the country, and of course the state of food. Now, it's a question of how they package this. It's about how they're trying to convince people how they are better placed to actually fulfill those aspirations of the people. The only difference, which looks a little bit odd to most Kenyans, is the candidate called George Wajakoya is a kind of ideas sounding more eccentric to some Kenyans. For example, he has vowed to legalize the sale of marijuana. He thinks Kenya can make tons of money.
You're in Nairobi, of course, but when you travel or when your colleagues travel outside Nairobi, the capital, what are they seeing and what are people saying there? Or do they have a different candidate that they like better in other places around the country, you know, based on what they're hearing from them and just what they know about the candidates?
Actually, you know, the Kenyan candidates really canvass the country and generally sell themselves to the people. They travel to the people. So the most I can say that you can say is of a difference. The greater difference is how the people in the urban areas kind of react to some of the things they hear, as opposed to people in the countryside. The people in the countryside tend to kind of to be more inclined to support a candidate who is either from their area, or sometimes whoever is able to really tell them how he will solve some of their problems. Now, Kenyans in the countryside have different kind of issues. Those who live in the arid areas, they want to hear how you will bring water to their area, how you'll help them.
Is there anything I haven't asked you that you think is important to point out about this upcoming election and what you're seeing there?
One of the things that people are concerned about is the aftermath, the post-election. They're concerned that there could be some level of violence, not necessarily extreme, but especially because of some of the utterances from some of the candidates, but also social media, kind of information going out there creates discomfort among many Kenyans that there could be a situation, but they don't know exactly where and how.